Warsaw, beautiful, busy, and lately, a magnet for something controversial. Groups of men flying in to practice daygame, approaching women in the street, sometimes for coaching, sometimes for content. Is this harmless social practice, or has an industry pushed things too far? In this video, we'll look at what's actually happening in Warsaw, why the city is on certain coaching schedules, the complaints locals are making, and the tricky question of staged videos. We'll also cover the basics of Polish law about publishing people's faces. Daygame is just a label for approaching strangers during the day, not in bars or clubs, but on streets, in squares, or shopping areas. Around that idea, a coaching world has grown. Weekend boot camps, one-to-one training, and lots of marketing. There's a spectrum here. Some people use it to build social confidence. Others chase numbers or content. So why Warsaw? In short, Central Europe, high foot traffic, and a reputation for safety. If you look at coaching schedules and sales pages, you'll actually see Warsaw promoted as a destination with specific dates. That matters. It explains why residents might suddenly notice clusters of similar behavior, repeated openers, the same pacing, and sometimes cameras rolling, and people are noticing. Recent public posts in Warsaw-focused forums describe repeated approaches around spots like Metro Centrum or Złote Tarasy, often by foreigners, often with similar lines. Some call it annoying, some call it harassment. Others argue, approaching isn't a crime. It depends how you do it. Whatever your view, the pattern is visible enough that locals are talking openly about it. Now to the spiciest claim that some infield videos are staged, even using paid actresses. Here's what's proven in the broader pickup scene. A well-known coach admitted to staging a kiss-close video with an actress in London. That establishes the practice can exist. But what about Warsaw specifically? As of now, there isn't independent, reputable documentation confirming that Warsaw infield videos use paid actresses. There are allegations, yes, but allegations aren't proof. If solid evidence appears, we'll update. Until then, it's best to separate what we know from what we suspect. A quick legal note. In Poland, a person's image, their face, is a protected personal right. Filming in public spaces can be lawful, but publishing someone's identifiable image online generally requires their consent, with limited exceptions. This isn't legal advice, but it's a well-established principle. In practice, if your face appears clearly in a YouTube video or a course ad and you didn't agree, you may have grounds to object or request removal. For visitors, remember that people live here. One approach is one thing. Chasing, cornering, or filming without consent is another. If someone doesn't want to talk, let them go, gracefully. Don't block paths, don't follow, and don't sneak cameras in people's faces. For residents who feel uncomfortable, keep it short. Nie dziękuję, and walk toward a shop entrance, a security desk, or a busier area if needed. If you spot a camera, avoid engaging, and if content appears online with your face, screenshot it and use the platform's privacy tools to request review. Warsaw is a great city. Nobody wants its sidewalks to feel like a hunting ground. At the same time, nobody can realistically ban people from speaking to each other in public. The best outcome is balance, awareness, consent, and respect. Visitors should treat Warsaw not as a playground for experiments, but as a living city with its own culture. Locals deserve to walk freely without feeling like extras in someone's coaching video. So where does this leave us? With an industry that thrives on visibility, but risks alienating the very communities it uses for practice. With locals who are increasingly vocal about their discomfort, and with a legal framework that, while protective, still leaves gray zones. If you've seen good or bad examples, share them in the comments, respectfully, without naming or shaming private individuals. Sources are linked in the description, and if stronger evidence emerges about staging, we'll follow up. Thanks for watching. And above all, be kind out there.